This is the After Show. I'm your host, Dizzy. Follow me at Dizzy Fermera on all social media platforms and use that hashtag Dizzy After Show to interact with the show on Twitter. Before I introduce the cast, let's get you guys paid. Let's get you guys paid.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Drive. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter Drive before 15 minutes past the top of the hour. And the $1,000 Bone Bonus keyword can be yours. Last time, Drive. It is Tuesday the 16th. I'm chilling here with Ethan. How you doing, brother?
Groovy, my friend. How are you?
Doing all right, thank you. And I believe we got Spanish and Pat back. How y'all doing today?
Yo.
Yeah, baby.
Feeling saucy.
Yeah.
Good to have you guys back.
And you're tasting saucy too, Spanish.
Oh, damn right. Thank you.
Yeah. You gotta lick the Spanish every now and then.
Yo, dude, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today.
I don't think the last time we talked to you guys was Thursday.
Yes.
Because Friday, Pat got a little loose.
Well,
Got a little
maybe
loose.
a little bit. A little loose.
Did you hear the story about him grabbing my thigh?
What do you...
Oh,
bro.
It's a little touchy when he's drinking?
Bro,
right.
so...
You're very excited to tell this story.
I mean, it's a true story.
Once wasn't
I'm very
enough.
excited to hear it.
It's
I'm
a good
little
true
turgid.
story. Yeah. So we're driving home, and he's wasted, and I'm driving, the window's down, and I'm blasting music, and all of a sudden I feel this hand on my thigh, and I look over, and I just pick it up, and I gently move it back, and Joe opens his eyes, and he looks at me, and he goes, "I'm sorry. I thought you were my girlfriend."
Absolutely true. And I grabbed it way up high on the on the thigh, too.
Oh.
Is your girlfriend that hairy?
I was wearing jeans,
Yeah,
damn
he
it.
had jeans
Oh, all
on,
right.
Strong
on.
thighs.
Yeah, I do have strong thighs. That's true. That's true.
So he grabbed it, and he
Yeah,
said,
I did.
"Oh, I'm sorry, you were my girl."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were my girlfriend.
True.
That's your go-to move on
Yeah.
the drive?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does it to me all the time just to make me uncomfortable.
That's
Does
true.
he
yeah.
stop short and grab your boobs?
Well, that's usually what happens.
I did that old maneuver where you slam on the brakes and put your hand on the passenger's chest and go, "I'm sorry. I thought, there was something in the road." Yeah.
I was trying to protect you.
I just wanted to make sure you're safe.
I was at least trying to protect one of your babies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, both
Very
of them.
nice.
I got barrel alarms.
I'd like to imagine at the second red light he did again. He goes, "Oh, nope, still not my girl.
Yeah, still not my lady.
Just
Still
want to check
Spanish.
a few more times.
One of the funny things I always see online with like the little listener pages, I don't know, that's probably not the right word to call it, but the fan pages, is that better?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on there, I always see people, they're always saying that things are like, they did that as a bit. Like, Mike Fallen, they're like, "Oh, that's a bit. You can tell." Why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The other thing was Pat drinking. They're like, he's faking drunk. I was like, have you
I
hung out with
wish.
this guy?
Right?
There's definitely no fake in there.
Yeah.
There's nothing fake in this group anywhere, I mean, this isn't genuine people. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, all of it is real. So, yeah.
The good and the bad.
Yeah. So you get both.
Yep.
Yes. Speaking of get the good and the bad, did I tell you that we got yelled at? Well, not yelled at, but someone else was upset that we talked about them. Spanish talking to you.
Oh, dog.
Oh, what
Yeah.
happened?
Oh.
We mentioned stuff again that happened on the cruise. And here's the thing. I'm going to just preface this by saying, don't come on the cruise if you're going to do stuff that gets talked about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know the show.
Well, go ahead. What do you mean, Pat? You said, well...
As I said before, it's all fun and games when you ride the radio show's coattails to hit on chicks, but then the minute that you get turned into content, it's not so much fun anymore.
Right.
Exactly.
Everybody on that cruise knows whatever they do is going to get talked about. And I think that you briefed your cousin, and I know Gio briefed his.
Yeah.
So they knew the deal.
Yeah. Just haven't talked to my cousin since. Yeah. Just putting that out there. Not my fault.
We need to get Mike O to make sure that when people sign up for this, there's a disclaimer that they have to acknowledge.
NDA, yeah.
You are going to be talked about on the radio.
Yeah.
Just accept that now.
Well, who got mad? Who got mad, though?
Oh,
dude. Yeah, big mad.
Big mad.
I got some messages.
You got a message too?
Yeah.
Oh, so I got 2 messages. I got one on my personal page, which I didn't see till whenever I sent it to you, Spanish. I got it first on the podcast page.
Oh.
Because I had Spanish on the podcast.
That was a blast, by the way. Thank you for letting me do that.
It was a blast, except he kept spitting on everyone.
Oh, man,
and not
dude.
spitting like talking. Like
Right.
he would take a sip and then spray like cartoon spit.
Spit
on.
take.
Yeah,
All right.
he did it twice.
Yo, you made me laugh, bro. You make me laugh. I find you to be quite funny, Dizzy.
The first time it got a little bit on like my co-host Rels, and the second time we're going on live on the video, and we have the guy counting us down 3, 2. Soon as 1 hits, Spanish projectile spits everywhere in the
Bro.
studio.
It was bad.
I watched it again, and like I said, we didn't catch you spitting, but if you look on the mic you're using, it is drenched, and it's dripping. I'm like, this goddamn
You got to
guy,
get it
bro.
together, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did have to get it together. Like I said, Dizzy makes me laugh, and I should have known better than to try to take a sip of my drink right before we were going live. I should have known better than that. And then as the guy's counting down, I look over at Dizzy, and he just made this silly face, and I was like, damn it.
Do the face.
Yeah.
Let's see if. I don't know if I made that.
It's like blue steel.
It did. Yeah, it was mostly the eyes. It wasn't so much the mouth. It was just the eyes were like,
If you guys cannot see, it's because you are missing out by not watching the YouTube live that Pap has every time he's on the show with us.
We are also on Facebook as well on the Mike Calta Show page.
like, subscribe, hit those notifications, comment. Yeah.
Smash that button to get the notification.
Oh, damn, you did it.
I
You
got
said
it.
to smash that button.
I had to. So I got a message from one of the listeners who was on there. I don't think we said anything too crazy.
I don't either, man. Did you listen back to any of it?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I'm just assuming.
But the thing, like, I asked because what the person was saying was like, oh, you made it very clear, and I was like, well, did we? Or because I want to know what it was exactly what it was that we said that popped it off to this point.
Yeah.
And there wasn't seeming to be like it was just a lot of, well, this led to this, and I'm assuming this, and I was like, all right, well, anybody could do that with anything. So
Yeah.
but.
I remember saying a couple things, not anything too crazy. I remember talking about what she did on the dance floor, which who cares? You're on the cruise, have fun. I remember saying she was annoying at Coco K, but it wasn't because she was annoying me because she's an annoying person. It's because I was on shrooms.
Yeah,
there you go.
I did not want to be talked
She was
to.
annoying because of you.
Yeah, I was annoyed because I'm being in an annoying mood type
I
thing.
get that.
Yeah, so I was like, I think you just kind of, I didn't reply. I just kind of let it ride.
Yeah.
Because I was like, these things tend to figure themselves out.
They
you know?
do, yeah.
So I just kind of let it ride. But I'm glad you responded because I didn't think it was that crazy.
Bro, yeah, because like I said, I mean, people,
Okay,
on
so
the
here's
cruise.
a question.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of tiptoeing around this right now.
Yeah.
Do you think, without mentioning names, if you told the same story that you told, this person is going to come back at you again? Because right now, I don't know what the hell's going on.
dude.
We talked about it, I think, here on the
Did we?
Aftershow.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
And I definitely think that person would.
Come back again?
Yeah, bro. It was a long. It was a long message.
Mine was at least 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Double spaced.
Yeah.
No.
I had tried.
Yeah.
They cited their sources.
Footnotes.
They have receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, you got to follow the streams that are live. One of the people on it, Drew, says, what happens on the cruise does not stay on the cruise.
That's right.
You got to know that.
Right. It's
I
like
mean,
Vegas.
We literally hand out awards to listeners at the end of every cruise. You know that going in.
Yeah. So I'll say this. Definitely book your next Calta Cruise, Calta Cruise 18.
Yeah.
You can go pre-order the tickets now. You only have to put a little down payment, I believe like $100, something like that. You can pay it off in installments, which I suggest you do. But also, prep yourself in knowing if you come on this cruise, which I've only been on 2, had a blast, and I told Mike, like, I don't want to sound like, I'm talking crap, but like I enjoyed this one a lot more than the one I was previously on.
Yep.
And I don't mean that in any disrespect.
It's because we were roommates this time.
Yeah, right? That's a good point.
100%.
And you knew the ropes on how to have more fun.
Yeah.
That's another.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys are right. But he also said that's kind of what they're going for.
Yeah.
Calta Cruise 1 shouldn't be as good as 17.
Yep,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
So I get that. So Calta Cruise 18, again, we always upgrade, kind of like you said, Ethan. We know what we're getting into. We already have a plan on what to do next cruise.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Are we all on the same page right now? What that thing is?
I don't think so.
Pap, are you?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
You
because
gotta give us a hint.
Yeah.
Whisper it.
we stole these.
Oh, yep, 100%. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yes.
Yep.
Then
Yep.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Big plan. Yep.
Yep.
So we're gonna expand on that.
Upgrades.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like just the amount of fun we're gonna have
Yes.
from that, it's going to just get crazier and crazier. We're always upgrading.
It's too bad you can't upgrade because when you have those, if you also had like everybody had, you know how cops got to wear body cams now?
Yeah.
Yes.
You had one of those just saving all this footage back to a hard drive in the room.
Yeah.
And you could come back later and go, well, this is what happened.
Yeah.
And
I
we
would-
got the proof.
I would be into that idea, but there's going to be a lot of time where I got to be a little
Delete the
crooked
footage.
cop.
Delete the
Got a
footage.
little crooked
Yeah.
cop. Let me
Cops
turn
turn
this
their
body
cameras
cam
off when they need
Delete
to.
it.
Exactly.
Delete it. Yeah.
Just have a little cover you slap down.
Which, by the way, speaking of the whatever maybe that we stole allegedly, I try to contact you on that thing almost every night.
Still going for it?
Every night, I'm always like, turn it on. And I'm like,
Come on, Spider-Man. Come on,
come on.
Spider-Man.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, can you hear me? I'm not gonna text you, but can you hear me?
You move closer to the wall that's
Yeah.
towards Tampa.
Yeah.
Hanging out the window.
You guys know you got to replace the batteries in those things eventually.
I mean, eventually, man.
I
But
know,
you know,
but I
it
mean-
lights up, dude.
Got aluminum foil wrapped on the antenna.
Yeah,
Stick it
yeah,
out like
yeah.
crazy, like bunny ears.
Spanish is right. As long as it lights up when I hit it, that means it works.
Yeah, 100%.
But also, you're probably right, Pap. It's
Yeah.
probably like the range cuts down as the battery dies.
A little bit.
When's the next time? What are you guys doing this weekend? Because
Nothing. We want
I
to
think-
hang?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should all go out and try these walkie-talkies. out.
I'm down, bro.
Put
I
some
would love
fresh
to.
batteries? Fresh
Yeah.
batteries?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, dude. I'm in 100%. You know I miss you, bro.
I need ideas from all you guys because at the end of this month is my birthday. And I'm trying to do something. Nothing crazy, but I'm trying to get a bunch of my friends together and do something where we can all do something kind of cost effective so no
Yeah.
one can be like, I can't afford that or I don't have that type of money, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, let's start with taking Mike Sprinter.
That's a good idea. Tom, hit up Tom and be like, hey, Mike, can I take Tom?
Yes,
to,
boss. Yeah, boss.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, boss.
Trying to go, boss.
Yeah.
As long as you bring him back full up.
I love Tom, but I'm also glad, obviously, that I got to room with Spanish because I will say that was a fun time.
It was a blast,
Yeah.
bro. I was literally just talking about it the other day, talking to somebody about you the other day, how much fun I had. It's the most fun I've had in a minute, man. I haven't laughed that hard in quite some time, dude.
So Calta Cruise 18, neither of us in a relationship. Neither of us get like a whole room to ourselves.
Yeah.
Are we rooming again?
Yes.
Yeah, run
Yeah,
it back.
dude. Are you kidding me? Even, dude, I was just about to say, I doubt I'll be in a relationship, but if I was, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm rooming with Dizzy.
Yeah,
like I'm sorry.
If you say it on the radio now, like
Yeah.
you're going to room together, relationship or no, then
Yeah.
your girl's got to understand.
Dude.
this- everybody knows we're
Yeah.
me and Dizzy.
It was too much of a blast to go backwards at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Here's the thing: if we do get an extra room, we just put the girls in there.
Yeah. I'm down.
The boys are rooming together.
Yeah, I'm already figuring out a way to get us a balcony for our room.
Oh, that's
dude.
dangerous.
Yeah,
That's
bro. Yeah, it
That's
is.
dangerous.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
like-
if you get that, you got to get those carabiner harnesses.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
sure you guys don't fall over
Yeah,
the edge
yes.
one night.
You know
Yes,
how
like
many
a baby
sunsets? Yeah, you know how many sunsets we're gonna be able to see from that balcony, man? So many.
We got to figure out a way to put the hammock up on the balcony.
I
You
already
realize
know.
how many sunrises you're also going to see before you finally crash.
That's
for the
right.
night.
That's right, Ethan.
That's true.
Holler at your boy.
Ethan, how interested are you in making the next cruise?
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
What are you willing to do to get on the cruise?
I'm
Like,
not
if
gonna,
they
I'm
say-
not going to grab your ass again.
Oh,
No.
come
I mean,
on.
that's just
No.
that's not for fun.
Yeah,
I mean, that's for money.
Yeah. What about if they're like, you have to walk around wearing the body cam?
I'll do it.
And yeah,
I don't care
That was
about
easy.
body cam.
Hell yeah.
Not only that, I'll walk around and I'll be like sticking my boobs in people's faces, like, smile, you're on Calta TV.
I like that. Go ahead and smile for the camera.
Yeah.
So speaking,
Except for everywhere I go, everybody's gonna be like, "There's the narc. There's the narc."
yeah, that's true. That's true. As soon as we're smoking, be like, scram, Ethan's coming.
Yeah.
Something fun's going down. I'll just flip that little cover closed.
Yeah, there you go. So you got the idea of crooked cop
I know,
behavior. So we're going to take a quick break. But speaking of having plus ones and everything on the cruise, Spanish had a little Hinge talk that I want to get to on the show. So when we come back, we're going to talk a little dating apps and Spanish love life. Woo! And we're just going to build on that because I have some interesting questions.
All right.
I want to ask this guy.
I'm excited and nervous all at the same time.
That's perfect.
You and me both.
We'll be back with more after show right here on the end of this break on 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I'm your host, Dizzy. Follow me at Dizzy from Air on all social media platforms and use that hashtag Dizzy After Show to interact with the show on Twitter. Heathen Radio.
Yep.
Spanish EP.
Yeah, baby, Spanish _EP.
Spanish _ EP and Pap approved.
Correct.
All right, man. Follow the guys on all forms of social media except Ethan. He's different on every platform. So
Yeah,
figure it
because
out.
I gotta keep
You
it.
got to standardize, bro.
Yep.
Yep.
I need to. I'm just lazy.
Nah, I get it.
Yeah, well, see, the only reason I joined Twitter is because I joined when I was in college because my college professor was like, you got to get on all these platforms. Even if you don't like it, they push them out on the radio and blah, blah, blah. So get on Twitter. It's the only reason I have it.
Well, see, I've been around since the beginning. A lot of this, like, I got an early Hotmail email address that's just seriously, that's how old school I am. I had to get it for college. It's just Dr. Heine. Back when you didn't have to put 1,000 numbers in it.
Dr. Heine.
That was the
Dr.
first thing
Heine.
you jumped to, Dr.
Nice.
Heine.
For college. Hell yeah.
All right.
Bold choice.
That's a unique one. So SPK kind of told me the same thing. He joined Twitter right when it started because apparently they dropped it at Coachella. I never knew this.
Really?
So they had it at a Coachella, either Coachella or South by Southwest. One of the two big performance festivals, and he said, yeah, they dropped it, and that's how he was able to get the Soul Brother because he was like, got it right away. I was like one of the first 1,000 people on it. I was like, that's pretty cool. It's pretty dope, man.
Yep.
I probably just went with Dizzy, obviously, if I got to pick anything I wanted. What about you, Spanish? Just Spanish?
Just Spanish, yeah. And I got my spiritual _ sanctuary 69. Yeah, give it a follow.
Did you hear me pimp that out?
No, did you? No, they didn't?
Oh, how's that going?
It's going well, man. It's going well, dude. The videos on the YouTube channel are getting a bunch of hits, which is nice. And,
Good.
you know, there really isn't much negative feedback besides from people that are sad on the inside, but I'm working on them.
Okay, I'm going to pull down the music as far as I can go and hit them right now with a spiritual quote and go.
Oh, you want me to give a spiritual quote?
Yeah. No, you think I wanted Ethan?
I thought you were going to give one. I was like,
No.
all right, Dizzy, hell yeah, man.
Spiritual quote from Spanish in 3, 2, 1, go.
Learn to live in acceptance, not expectance. You'll find you'll be a lot less disappointed.
Ooh, that's good. I stopped listeing after you talked, but I
that's
imagine
all right.
it was good.
I heard
Your
it.
subconscious heard it.
Subconscious.
Took it in.
Damn
It took
right.
it in. You
So
feel
f-
better.
Pep said, well. So, speaking of finding yourself, I see you've been finding the ladies as
Dude,
well.
Hinge is the best thing in the world.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
You were, as per usual, you were right.
I told Spanish that if he's going to get on any dating apps, he needs to get on Hinge.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the good thing about Hinge is you can show your personality off before you even have the matches. You know what I
love
mean?
this. Oh, no, I was just Googling it. It says Hinge, the dating app designed to be deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of their commercials is like
All
the thing
right.
burning because you find your match and you don't have to get back on there.
Delete it.
I tried the
I thought it
Tinder.
was like, cover your damn tracks.
Yeah, right. I tried Tinder and I realized quickly that Tinder basically was just a hookup app. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Bumble, it's good but not great because you have to depend on the woman to actually message you. Because they have to make the first move. So sometimes they can get cold feet. Maybe they even not check their thing because you only have 24 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
After that goes away and you can pay to get it back, but no one's doing that.
Nah.
Hinge, you could message the person and they decide if they want to message back. So either you could like one of their posts or their pictures, but what I told Spanish is you got to comment on it because you show your personality and don't comment on their photos. Comment on one of the things they write because then it shows you're reading the stuff, you're interested, and you're more likely to get a match.
Yeah, he's 100% right, by the way.
Yeah.
100% right.
This is a Hinge hack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
dude.
And I'm not some huge date guru. I just been in the game.
Yeah,
So I realized what works, what doesn't. Even with his photos, he had good photos, but I'm like, no, man, you need to put one smiling with your teeth.
Yeah, you're
they wanna
right.
See your teeth. They want to see your head. They want to see you out doing active stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, all the best predators learn how to groom the right way early on.
All right. That's coming from a sex traffickers. I mean,
Yeah,
allegedly.
exactly.
Takes one to know one. Yep.
Oh, come on.
All right.
not you. I was just giving Dizzy the business.
well, they do call me P Dizzy.
Oh, get you some.
Yeah.
Bop,
You guys
bop,
know
bop,
that.
bop.
You on the run?
Yeah.
One interesting thing I found, and you're going to find this a lot, not just with me Spanish, but especially like, just with mutual friends on dating apps. There's going to come times where you match with someone that someone else matched.
Yeah.
I matched with Carmen.
Yes.
I matched with Carmen, not Carmen from work. Carmen, who Spanish is. Well, maybe I did. You don't know my life.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
We both matched. I matched with her on Bumble a
Okay.
while back, and we had a conversation. It died down because of me. Great girl. But I remember the first thing when Spanish sent me the photo, I was staring at it for so long. I was like, how the F do I know this girl? Like, she looks so familiar. She's black, so I'm like, is she a family member? Did I forget that?
Yeah.
And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, this is the same girl. So you're gonna get that a lot.
Yeah.
I got that with JoJo. Me
I'm
and
cool
him
with
would
that.
be like, I'd be like, yo, look at this girl, and he'd be like, yep, me too.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
we'd show. It's kind of like being Eskimo brothers.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, I'm excited to be Eskimo brothers with you.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got to figure out a new name for that. Instead
Okay.
of Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
We're gonna create a name, and it's gonna be like
Blood brother. Oh, I'm sorry. That was rude.
that was weird.
That's too
brothers?
much. That's too much. What? No.
What?
So how are the dates going? How many dates have you been on?
So we went on one, and it was 8. We hung out for 8 hours. So it was. I mean, I had a
Wow.
blast. Yeah.
Marathon.
Yeah, man, it was good. And we talked the whole time, hung out. We had some drinks, had some dinner.
All right,
She's
so hit me
super
with
cool.
the date though. What did you like when you hit her up? You were like, "I'm gonna plan it out," because you always got to plan it out.
Right.
If you tell the girl what do you want to do, they're not going to be interested. You
Right.
got to be like, "We're going to do this, this, and this. Be ready at this time."
Yeah,
So,
so-
what did you tell her?
So basically, the way it happened was, I think, really interesting and cool because I wasn't going to see her for a couple more weeks because she had plans every weekend, and then we
different
started.
guys?
I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I don't know. But so we started talking on on Saturday night, and like the conversation just started to steamroll, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then on Sunday, she hit me up, and she's like, "Hey, I have some extra free time if you want to hang out." And I was like, "Actually, yeah, I would love to hang out." So she came and she was like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "Well, I'm a big fan of the pier. If you want to hang out on the pier, there's a tons of restaurant options downtown. We could walk around, kind of talk and figure out what we want to do from there."
A lot of
Spanish
sunsets
is the
out there.
pure prince. I will
love
say
it.
that.
I love that name.
He
you
wooed
know?
me when he took me to the pier.
Right?
And then we just got belligerent.
Yo, so it's funny you say that. So we went down to the pier and did the almost exact same thing that you and I did, Dizzy. That's how cool she is. She was also yelling at people to don't jump, don't do it.
You got her to do that?
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
date
awesome.
with Dizzy was like a dry run.
yeah, pretty
there you
much.
go. Call,
All right.
Pat.
Yeah.
Nice work. Nice work, Diz.
So we went down to the pier, we hung out, watched the sunset, and then went and grabbed some dinner. And like I said, we ended up hanging out for 8 hours. And I mean, like the time flew by. When I looked down at the clock, I was like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to work early." So and then that was kind of it. We've been talking ever since.
That's pretty good. When you say talking ever since, morning text, or is it just you guys hit each other up sometime randomly?
Morning text, and then like throughout the day, she'll hit me up.
In the morning text.
Yeah, well, she's super interesting. Like her perspective, I find to be quite interesting. So I enjoy talking to her throughout the day, and I
So-
know she does too because she'll hit me up also.
I didn't even get past finding a date with her because one thing, correct me if I'm wrong, she's like
Okay.
5'4", right?
Yeah,
See, when I saw that, I was like, it's not that bad of a height difference.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm going to try to find one in mine immediately, and then it just kind of fizzled off.
Yeah.
'Cause after you don't talk to someone for 3-4 days,
Yeah.
maybe even a week, don't even hit them up. Because they're
Can
going
you
to
put like Disneyland height requirements? on
Okay,
your
so can I
page?
just say this? I also at the beginning was like any girl that I saw that was 5'8" or taller, I was like, I'm not even gonna try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then last week I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I don't even care. I'm just going to do it. Because then, in your profile, it says I put how tall I am because I want to be upfront about that. And the last 3 matches that I got are girls that are 5'8" all the way to 6'1", and they all have said the same thing. They are all like, "Yo, this is Short King era, so don't be afraid." I was like, "Damn!"
I was about to say, there's a lot of women who don't like guys who are a few inches shorter than them, but you got to go like WNBA, the ones that are taller than every guy, no matter what.
Yeah,
I'm that
they don't care.
Spanish says.
So and because I was shocked because I thought just especially working here with all these tall guys that make fun of short people all the time, I was like, there's no way, but they have all said the same thing. I have a feeling it's personality driven, so Disney, don't be afraid because you have a great personality. So yeah.
You're not wrong. I mean, there is a lot of people that are just kind of, I wouldn't say shallow, but they're like, they really have strict requirements on the height.
Yeah.
So I will say, some of the women waste their time.
Yeah.
I got kicked off a Hinge, as I said. I do miss it. I'm going to find a way back on.
Why'd you get kicked off?
Because my ex.
Yeah. Different email address.
You use phone number.
Yeah.
Get a burner.
And well, here's the thing. So you got to
use the Bones hotline.
You got to get a burner phone, but you have to be able to get text to it.
Yeah.
Because you know how they have those apps where you can give a fake number, you can have conversations.
Yeah.
I tried that, but it won't send a text message. So honestly, I might just get someone who has a phone and like, hey, you're not on dating apps.
Right. Yeah.
Let me use your. Hey, mom, you're married, right? You're happily married.
Let me use it. Come on.
Mom, promise you will not scroll through the chats on this.
Yeah. On Bumble, I put my height. I put my average, like my height, and then I wouldn't get too many matches. I put 7'4", got so many matches.
Hell yeah.
Many matches. Like it was crazy because you could see how many people liked it.
Right.
Put it up 7'4" for the top. And it's technically over 7'4", and it had like 12 matches.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I put it back down to like a really there's one you could put that looks like a heart. It just is like under 3 foot. And people are like, well, you're obviously not under 3 foot. How tall are you? And I go 4'7". She goes, what? I go, no, I was just saying that. So 5'2" doesn't sound as bad.
Right.
And then okay.
You hit them low and then go, all right.
Exactly.
You're a genius, dude.
All right.
Hit them with the shock, and they're like, see? Doesn't seem as bad next to 4'7" and 4'6". Right? You're welcome.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I definitely want to get on the Hinge, though, because that's where it had the most success.
Dude, you're not wrong, bro. And everybody on Hinge seems to be... Well, so I have like my ages set to 30 and between like 30 and 40.
Wait, what do you mean your age is set? I thought you had to put your real age on.
No, for like what you're looking for. So like your filter,
My bad.
Yeah. So like my filter is of age from 30 to 40, and everybody that I've matched with is, I mean, one of us, Dizzy. Like they're all super chill, super down to earth. They're not really there to play games, which I appreciate because I could be pretty direct and forward. And
why did you pick 30?
I haven't met a lot of people that are younger than 30 that are really looking for something serious. A lot of them will say they will, but I mean, they're still young.
What's the hardest thing about that age bracket?
What,
Fine.
the 20s?
No, the 30 to where you 30 to 40 you pick.
30 to 40, the hardest thing is find somebody that doesn't already have children.
Boom, nailed it on the first try. I was hoping you would.
Yeah.
See, that's why I love this guy.
Yeah, dude, I feel you.
That is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
And I've noticed the finer the girl is, more likely she has 2 kids.
Lots of guys wanted to put babies in her.
Exactly.
So funny. I just matched with a girl. She's gorgeous, but she's got 2 kids, and she lives in Orlando. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to be doing that.
What is the top amount of kids you're willing to deal with? Do you want kids of your own, first of all?
I do want kids of my own.
Okay.
I can deal with kids. I don't mind a girl having kids. It's just where I'm at personally, and like in my whole deal is I'm looking for a partner that can invest in me as much as I want to invest in them, and somebody that already has kids, they're not going to be able to meet me there. They have their own commitments and stuff, and I don't want to take away from that.
Yeah, they have a top priority right now. It's not going to be you,
and that's okay, and I'm very cool with that. But for what I want,
you would come like third. No offense, because you'd probably go kids, work, then you. Right?
Exactly. And like I said, like I want to find. I'm not really looking to like just date casually. Like I'm looking to build something with someone, and I know that about myself. So I'm not trying to fuss around with all that.
I'll tell you this, just sticking up for the ladies out there who are single with kids, though. If you break through that barrier that they have of they think you're a guy who is going to stick around and this may become long-term, when they lock on to you with that loyalty that they have, they're going to give you the same, almost the same that they give the kids,
I appreciate that.
If you make it long-term enough for them, then yeah, you're going to see the same. But it takes a lot longer to get there, obviously.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, because that is a something that I think about. Because like I said, where I'm at personally, I love real big, so I'm looking for someone who can reciprocate that because I don't want to be too much for somebody.
Plus, if they already have kids, that they like to do it. So I'm just pointing their column.
Yeah.
Wow. So you said she doesn't listen to the show. You haven't told her about like the bone and all that, right?
Oh, I told her, and she told me straight up. She's like, "Nah, I don't listen to that."
Well, to be honest, a lot of the females, they'll just Google you.
Okay,
I don't Google them, but like one asked me, she's like, "So you're on the radio for like this station?" I'm like, "How the hell do you know that?" She's like, "I Googled you." I'm like,
that's the thing.
Yeah, she Googled me. We had a conversation about it because she Googled me, and there was an article about what happened last March, and she was like, "What is the deal with that?" And I told her the truth. She was super receptive to it and understood. And she was like, "I don't mind someone who's in a rebuilding phase." She's like, "I just needed to know you weren't like AA type rebuilding, because if that was the case, she was like, I would have to walk away." But she's
that's
like,
baggage,
yeah. But she was like, after we hung out on that date and we drank together, she was like, "You're definitely not one of those types." So she was like, that was nice. And I think she was also testing a little bit to see if I was going to try to lie or try to make it something that it wasn't. But I was just honest with her, totally upfront, and explained the situation. She was super cool about it, man. She's
dropped my name. She knows me, so
yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. She's one of like. I know I don't know her very well. We've only been talking for like a week at the most, and we've only hung out for 8 hours. But from what I can sense on her, she's just super compassionate, super protective of herself and like the people that she cares about. So she's just been. I mean, everything that I tell her that I think she's going to be like, "Oh, you weirdo," she's like, "Oh no, that's super cool. You should definitely keep with that and figure your things out." So it's been nice.
That's dope. So here's my last question.
Okay.
Do you think this is more of trial runs for Spanish to get back in the game, figure things out, and hey, if something happens from it, cool? Or is it, no, I've genuinely felt connected to her and I'm kind of riding this one out to at least see where it goes?
With this girl specifically?
Yeah.
I do feel a genuine connection with her, and I do kind of want to see where it goes. I mean, we might not be, I don't know, like romantically how it's going to go, but I definitely see that she's someone that I could be friends with for a very long time, especially because like she's very smart and I admire the way she thinks and the way she perceives the world. So she's a lot of fun to talk to, especially when it comes to life situations. She's very genuine and authentic, which I like. So like I said, I think it could be something serious. You know me, Dizzy, bro. I'm a lover. I'm not really a dater and just want to like hook up. So yeah, so
I feel
think,
that. Yeah. So I would say my last advice would be one, and I hope you're already not doing this. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
No, you're right.
Continue being on the app. Continue connecting with people and seeing where it goes. Also, once you start hanging out with her more, put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
I know.
Because you don't want random Hinge things popping up, matches. Oh, you got a new match. Or random people texting you.
Stop those banner notifications from scrolling down.
It's so funny. We already talked about that because when we were on that date on Sunday, like some people were hitting me up, like girls that I talk to that are friends and like we talk. They hit me up, and I'm at the point now where like I'm not trying to hide anything, so I just had my phone out, and she was like, "Oh, you're I think you're somebody's trying to get a hold of you," and I just showed her, and I was like, "Nah, it's this person, blah blah blah," and she looked at me and she goes, "It's so funny because I just got some message," and she's like, "I was just about to show you," and I was like, anybody could say that. Then as the night went on, she was actually showing me who was messaging her. I was like, damn, you don't find that a lot with people, that type of openness.
Yeah, especially on the first
right?
Dates,
right? Yeah.
Glad it's going well, bro. And I'm
Me
glad
too, man.
It's working out for you, and I hope if this doesn't turn into anything that like something will come from Hinge, because it's not on your time, it's when the world's time.
I agree, dude. Yeah, the universe, bro. I'm learning. Yeah. You're right, because I'm learning how to be patient and just kind of just let the universe do its thing.
Yeah. definitely. All right, we're gonna come back with more after show and some jokes and stuff like that. We picked on enough Spanish for his love life and made him, spread that all on air. But I'm
Next
happy
we'll get
for
into
you, bro.
Pap Paps.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's squeezing my thigh right now.
Right now as we speak.
Nice and hairy.
Watch out, bro.
We'll be back with more after show right here on 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
Yeah.
Said if he was one of the AA people, she wouldn't be interested. Do you guys feel the same way? I often wonder if my sobriety sets off red flags.
I'm sure for some guys it probably does, but you don't want those guys in your life anyways, man. I mean, when you get to that point in your life where you're going through recovery and that's like the biggest thing in your world, if somebody can't support you in that, screw them.
Yeah. You don't need that in your life.
And
Go ahead, Spanish.
A big thing I think is when people are familiar with the program, there's a rule where if you are new to AA or new in your recovery process, you should not be dating for at least a year until you can kind of get
That
it under
makes sense.
control. So I think that's what she was kind of feeling out.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I
That
mean?
makes
Because if
sense.
it was, she read the article was from March, so understandably so, she just wanted to know what she was getting into, and I respect that. And like I said, I just had to be honest with her and let her know. Yeah. And we were drinking, so she could see that I'm not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
She asked if you were in AA while you're having drinks.
No, she didn't ask, but she was
You
like,
really suck at it, man. Is all I'm gonna say.
yeah. Well, she wanted to. I'm sure that in her mind, knowing the way that she thinks, it was more of like, all right, you had this issue with alcohol, and if you are now, like if I was like, let's do shots on shots on shots, I'm pretty sure that would have been the last time we spoke. But because it was a nice, we paced ourselves, it wasn't all about just boozing and having fun like that, that it was like, that was a green flag for her to see that,
nice.
I'm not,
And for those of you who aren't good at months, March comes before April. So that's just 1 month ago. She's just like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and like I said, understandably so. She's not trying to date some nutball. You know what I mean? I get that. I wouldn't want to do that to somebody. So
she definitely wants your nutball. She just wants, the healthy nutball.
Yeah.
She definitely is interested. We're both interested to see where it goes, which is all I can ask for.
Too.
Yeah, it's all I can ask for. So, and she makes me laugh.
So what would be too much baggage or like a red flag for you? Because I know what mine is. Mine immediately is way too many kids.
Yeah.
I met this girl. She was so fine. And I remember saying as a joke, she was like, I got kids. And she's like, a lot. I'm like, what's a lot though? Like 3? That's like, as long as it's not 6. And she's like, it's 6. I'm like, what? I was like, you got a starting basketball lineup and a 6th man?
Right.
No, that's way too much.
And a 6th man, dog.
And it's way too much. Come on, close your legs. No.
Oh my God.
Volleyball team.
Yes, I love it, dude.
And then the other for me would be baby daddy drama or ex drama.
Ooh, yeah.
For instance, you remember the girl I was talking to in Orlando?
Yeah.
Her baby daddy, you probably don't know this. I was talking to this girl in Orlando, and I found out where her baby daddy did. And what do you think it was that turned me
baby
completely
daddy
off?
drama?
Yeah.
I mean, that could
What did he do it for work that turned me off?
for
Of him?
work.
Yeah, sorry.
He's a sheriff, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say,
That's a good one,
Yeah.
Pat.
parole officer.
Parole officer. The opposite, I would say.
Oh, okay. Drug dealer.
Yeah, he started off as drug dealing.
Yeah.
Upgraded to dealing people.
Okay.
So your line of work, actually. Now that I think of it,
Trafficking.
Pimp, sex trafficking. that type of thing.
I gotta
was
tell you,
like,
that's
no.
definitely a red flag for me, just because my ex left for a drug dealer, so that is a little bit of it. Yeah. That's a trigger. That's a trigger.
That's a trigger. That's for sure a trigger.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Drug
even have
user is fine.
a boozer.
Drug user is
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Seller now.
Another one kind of, it wasn't like it's a red flag, but I'm like, oh, that's what I have to follow is like basketball wife. Oh, okay, your ex-husband was in the NBA. Okay, let me go do my after show and then answer phones for another show.
Right.
Sounds good. Another one for me would be if the kid looks like he could just beat the crap out of me.
Yeah, I agree.
There was one girl I was dating, and she showed me a photo. I'm like, "Oh, is that the baby daddy?" And she's like, "That's my son." I'm like, "That's your son?"
Oh my God.
I was like, "He has a grill. He's only 16.
He's a monster.
Yeah, and he had dreads, which is not bad. I'm not
He looks like that one-eye guy from Friday, and he's like, "Whoa."
yeah, Tebow. Yeah,
Tebow.
he basically he was like 6'3", dreadlocks, but it was like the really hood dreadlocks where it's kind of like you just let your hair grow into whatever you wanted.
Right.
And he had a grill.
He didn't give himself dreadlocks. He just never washed his stuff, and it got nappy.
And then I was like, oh, okay, so is he at least a good kid? She's like, yeah, he does real good in wrestling at school. I go, oh, and he can boom my ass. And he's like, go to your room. Go to whose room?
Yeah.
Suplexes me? No. Yeah. That's not happening.
That is rude.
Yeah. He just tells me he's taking my car. Hey, I'm taking your car. No, you're not. And then he booms my ass again.
Yeah, I'm taking this.
I wake up hours later.
Yeah.
No, not happening. Those are my type of red flags.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Any other ones you have, Spanish?
I think so. I'm learning that one of my biggest red flags right now is someone that only really cares about like what kind of car I drive, what I do for work,
high maintenance.
Yeah. Just like I'm looking for someone, like I said, to build something with. I don't need someone who's just looking for what I have already. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'm set and I'm good, but I don't need nobody like asking my business about my money and wondering, if I drive this car, why don't I do this? And so I don't need all that.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's a good one. Definitely don't need someone that's going to be just looking for that type of stuff.
I want you to like me for me, not for all the other stuff.
Not for all this riches I have.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the rubies and them gems.
Yeah, well, you got the beads.
Yeah, I got the beads. I got the beads. These beads ain't cheap. I'll tell you that.
Are you guys going to make a spiritual video before you leave?
We might. I don't know if I'm going to do it today or tomorrow, but definitely by tomorrow.
Okay. Will you guys be back with me and Ethan tomorrow?
Yes.
All right.
If you'll have us.
We'll have you, man.
Party
I think
on.
The only day that we probably won't need you is Fridays because I think JoJo comes in.
Okay.
Well, you could, but it'll just be a full cast. If you don't mind sitting
The more the merrier.
Yeah, with JoJo. I'm not kicking you off.
I don't mind. Hey, man, it's your deal, bro. You tell me what you want. I'll make it happen, man.
All right. Well, I love having you guys in. And speaking of having you in, Monica just stepped in, which means the clock is ticking.
The alarm went off.
Coming up next are Roger and JP featuring Brett, Monica, and myself. Keep it locked here from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Roger and JP show right here on 102.5 The Bone.